Hey everyone, it's HappyDude and I've got another silver screen car. It's the Lotus Esprit in scale 118 made out of die cast from the brand autoworld, and this is my first 007 car. This one is from the movie The Spy Who Loved Me, played by Roger Moore. Alright, let's take it out of the box. This is the new release for 2023, and I have to say it's a nice presentation when the car is at an angle. The blue plastic represents the ocean. In the bottom of this plastic you will find all these extras. And here she is. Let me give you a quick look around. And after that I will give you the dimensions, the weight, and then we go into detail. So the car is 23 centimeters long, and with the rudders and propellers it's 25 centimeters, and it's 6 centimeters high with the antennas, and 10 centimeters wide, and with the wings it's 13.5 centimeters wide. And the weight of the car is 684 grams or 24.1 ounce. Alright, now let's go into detail. So on the roof we find a sonar, radar and antenna made out of chrome plastic, and they are removable because you can turn the whole car in a drivable car. It's not just a submarine. And the top of the car is made out of die cast, but the bottom half is made out of plastic. Same with the wings. And in the rear we find 4 propellers and rudders, and they can all turn, and the propellers can spin. If you blow on them you will see them spin. Now the rear lights seem to be a solid color, so it's not a see-through plastic, and I have to say that looks a bit cheap. The number plate also has a tiny gap in the middle. We have some details here. Lotus Esprit. And on the side of the car we find a pretty detailed door handle, a fuel cap, and I can see here the gap is not completely straight. See here? And here we have some air vents, and they are real. And in the front of the car we can pop up the torpedoes if we push that, but you have to push really hard. Here they are. Now it is a shame that the lights cannot pop up. Okay, now you can open up the front, the engine compartment, and also the doors. This opens up like this, and there we find a spare wheel and a jack here. And inside the doors we will find some lovely carpet, and it is very soft. The seats are hard plastic. Now the dashboard dials, you have to put them in there, and you can choose normal gauges or the gauges of the submarine, but it's a real pain to get them in there, so I didn't film that because that was very boring to watch. Okay, and here's the other side. It is very hard to give you a good look inside. And the rear window looks a bit bubbly. It's not completely straight, and you will see two gaps in there. That is to install this grill, but I can't install the grill on the right side because autoworld gave me two left grills. I will show you. See, I have two left sides, and this one already broke. It's very, very fragile. Okay, let me remove the antennas. And you can also open up the rear to see the engine, but there's a cover on there. And here's the engine. Pretty nicely detailed. And now I will show you how to put this submarine into car mode. So these grills are just a sheet of paper, and it's the same with the front window. You just have to peel it off. There we go. It's not with glue or anything. And these are made to click on and off. But remember, it's very fragile plastic, and it's held on with these tiny little clips. The frame of the door is made out of metal, so thank God for that, because if this breaks, the model is ruined. I also noticed that the frames of the front windows are not completely straight when you close the door. See, there's a very big gap there. Then we remove the propellers just by pulling. It is pretty tight in there. Okay. Then we turn the car over and just pull on the wings. Like so. And here we will find the wheels. Same with the front. Now I hope the screws are not in there with Loctite. No, they aren't. Thank God for that. Okay. Oof, that was easy. Now you see, these notches here are preventing it from going completely to a 90-degree angle. So let's fix that. Luckily, I have all the tools that I need because this would be impossible without a Dremel. Now make sure that you extend the grinding piece far enough because this piece was rubbing against my tire here. Darn it. And make sure that every time you grind a little piece off, do a little test so it doesn't go all the way over. And now I'm going to do the same for the other wheels. So this is how it was. As you can see, the wheels are all crooked. And this is how it is now. As you can see, the wheels are now completely straight. Now, let's see if we can fit those bottom pieces. Oh yeah, with room to spare. Nice. And now the front piece. This is a bit more tricky. You will have to use some force because it has to click in right here. So you don't have a gap for that front spoiler. And now that the wheels are nice and straight, it is possible to turn them. Before that wasn't possible because the bottom piece would rub against the tire. So now we can do a roll test. Let's see. Oh yeah, now it rolls completely freely. So the repair was a success. Now I also noticed that the tires had some damage before I did the repair. Here's a little mark. And here's an even bigger mark. And here. So that's because the wheels don't go far enough inboard. So the bottom piece is actually pressing down on the wheel, and that's why you have a imprint on all the wheels and even some damage where the rubber is cut. Well, would you look at that? The box says autoworld, but it's actually from Joyride. So, this is badly designed. And now we can fit the normal rear bumper. You just push it in here, and again, be very careful because the plastic is very, very fragile. Okay. We also have some white round stickers that you can place on the roof so you don't see the holes. And also the wheels are not supposed to be chrome and we are missing our mirrors left and right. So the final verdict. Is this worth your money? I think no. The quality of autoworld should be a lot better than Joyride. I know it's not as high as Kyosho or Auto Art, but it should be better than this. especially for 160 euro. For that price, you almost get an auto art. If it was 50 euros, then I could say, yeah, sure, it's worth the money. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and maybe subscribe to see more. And you all have a nice day now. Bye.